This is an Audio Wool original.
It is Frightday. I'm your host, Byron. We're broadcasting live from our thawing compounds. Well, multiple compounds. Mine just so happens to be in the woods of Montana. And familiar feels good. Sometimes. Reliable, like an old pair of jeans. You reach for them without even thinking. But what happens if when you slip them on, something feels off? They start to feel thin, like the fabric has changed. It's the same shape, the same size, but something seems synthetic. We'll talk all about that. Coffee shops and Joel McHale as a cop as we review Kevin Williamson's Scream 7. I'm joined tonight by Kelly.
Oh, hi.
And also by some special guests joining us from If You're Listening. It's a podcast about one person's mission to force her friend to listen to all the things, music specifically, that he missed in high school. It's the world's oldest teen, Heather Hynes.
Hi.
And fresh from New Orleans, it's Shia LaBeouf's wingman, Ramsey Ess.
Oh, no. Don't say that. That was mean.
I feel like legally we can't even talk about that, right?
Probably not.
No, I'm not allowed to say anything about that yet. We've just been reading the Bible together lately.
Oh, good. Thinking about kissing that man's feet. That's great.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Sam can't make it because he died in an earlier podcast. Welcome, folks. We have a phone number. I always forget to mention this. Do I have a button for it? I bet I do.
Call 1-833-374-4489 now to share your paranormal encounters and real-life nightmares, or to talk horror with the hosts.
Really curious.
Okay, just to be clear, though, because the way that you say that, Byron, in that recording, to talk horror with the hosts implies that it's like a live thing and they can call right now.
Sometimes
and it's not. And
sometimes it is.
So you really, you can't talk with us, actually.
Well, we're not. I guess
I
not.
mean, you can
right
leave
now.
a message and we will get it. And that makes it like a real one-way conversation.
I'll call you
and
back.
we really like getting it. But
leave your phone number. I'll call you anytime.
Byron's doing a bit of false advertising with the whole phone number thing.
I just want to know what people think of this movie because we're going to talk a lot about it. But I've been talking a lot. I want to ask one question before we get started. What's your favorite scary movie, Heather?
It's Scream 1.
Of course it is.
So this is rough for you. This is going to be real rough.
Listen.
Okay.
I'm sure we've told this story a couple times on the podcast. Heather and I, we first met, watching Scream in New York. Our good friend Mitch brought us together. We watched, I think, the first 3 Scream films in your apartment, Heather, and ate a pretzel crust pizza from Little Caesars. That
we
was
did
a lot
do
of fun.
that. I'm in that same room right now, where that happened.
Specific, Byron.
Where all the magic happened.
Yeah.
So oddly specific. What do you mean? That was just a wonderful experience, and then it's all been. I've guested on your podcast. What do they call me? The good guy of podcasting, I think.
No, famously the bad boy. Famously the bad boy of podcasting on our show.
Well, I haven't done it. Well, yeah, okay, it's my role. And Ramsey, you're the bad boy of If You're Listening, though, right?
Yeah. I am the bad boy.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, in that
He's the boy.
And sometimes I'm bad at being a boy.
What's your favorite scary movie, Ramsey?
It might be Weapons.
Okay,
Ooh,
so you're
good pick.
So interesting. Are you new to the genre, or are you just really impressed by the work of Zach Kreger?
Both. I will say I've seen only a handful of scary movies.
How many of them did I make you see?
Probably most of the scary movies I've seen have been at Heather's hand. Yes, that is true.
Okay. So you made him watch this one then? I assume,
yes.
or was that technically our fault?
I mean, it was for the show, of course, but
right. So I apologize. Don't hold it against the other ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Let's go.
Hold on. Ramsey, being a newcomer to horror, do you like the slasher vibe or do you not like the slasher vibe of horror?
I do. So here was a realization I had watching Scream 7 is I think I was trained at an early age to be pretentious and associate slasher movies with like lowbrow. And I think that's really my main hurdle with the genre is just like, no, these can be good. I was not watching a good one when I had this realization.
I'm really sorry.
I think that's fair and reasonable. I mean, I think that slashers in general, I have the same kind of hang up because I'm not an 80s horror guy. And that was kind of like where the genre really was born. And I refuse to participate in that. I think that they're all kind of corny and a little bit too loud and cheesy. And then when Scream happened in whatever, 95, 96, when I was a youngster and I stumbled into it, I was like, this is my favorite thing on the planet because
Same.
I know something about the ensemble aspect of it, almost like the teen romance stuff too. Like that wasn't. I'm sure that was heavily shown in some of the '80s stuff, but it wasn't like the focus. It was not relatable.
Did you watch Halloween? Like that was, yeah.
I don't know if Halloween was necessarily a romance focused.
I mean, there was a lot of sexy time in it. I don't know if it's romantic or not.
That's not the same.
That's true. That's true. Although I don't know that there was really anything particularly romantic about. Well, anyhow.
About this film tonight, which we're going to be talking about in a second. But I do want to say really quick before we go too far away from your current podcast or your podcast, if you're listening, it is movie month over there right now.
It's if you're watching, Ramsey, you're going to have to say it. I never remember it.
If you're watching, a tribute to the movies, parentheses, month, and parentheses.
Yeah. Culminating with the Heather Oscars, which I think is next week as of this.
Oh, recording. Heather, can you tell me about the Heather Oscars? This sounds really fun. I might have to make Byron do the Kelly Oscars. This sounds great.
Oh, no. I don't think we do that.
Yeah, it's a psychotic time where we make up the categories. It's really, also Ramsey is involved. It just started, we started calling it the Heather Oscars. We make up the categories.
We're a couple years in, right? Yeah.
This will be our 4th year.
That's right.
Basically, I went from watching like 5 movies a year to every single Oscar nominee, like in every category. And so we're like, we gotta do something with this. And so it became the Heather Oscars. And it's Ramsey usually writes a song for it, which is
elaborate Billy Crystal style parody at the top. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's an event.
This is incredible.
Yeah, it's a crazy time. And we gotta get cooking on that episode.
We'll get there.
Now I'm super psyched for it. Any previews, any spoilers about categories or faves? And are they all from the past year or is it okay?
So they usually are, but there's always I watched every P.T. Anderson movie last year. So there's gotta be some category. So no, the categories are chaos.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to listen just to hear your thoughts on all the P.T. Anderson movies because let's okay. Amazing.
It's so everyone's favorite time of year. The Heather Oscars.
Byron, it seems like they're nicer to each other than we are. It seems like they have fun.
We're playing nice for you guys.
All right. Well, I mean, I was going to say maybe, we'll see if we can bring out some bullying, right? I don't know.
It'll happen. Just wait. It happens naturally every time.
All right, let's talk about this dang movie. We've avoided this enough, huh? It is time to talk about the 7th film in a franchise. It's let's talk Scream 7.
Crazy to hear your sound effects in 1 speed because I listen to all podcasts on 1.5.
You guys are the same person. You guys are the same freaking person. Can you do that, Ramsey?
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening.
I listen faster than 1.5.
Holy shit. Okay, you guys need to teach me your ways because my brain just starts shutting down. Okay.
You just have to be a sicko. Scream 7, everybody. It is the 2026 slasher film written and directed by Kevin Williamson. When a new ghost-faced killer emerges in the quiet town where Sydney has built a new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. Determined to protect her family, she must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. Scream 7. You guys know a fella named Kevin Williamson? Does it sound familiar? Heather knows.
I do very well.
The works of Kevin Williamson. Of course, Scream, films like Scream 2, as well as one of my personal favorites, The Faculty. Eventually, his first work.
Right?
He wrote
he's a
writer.
those.
Yes. Thanks for clarifying that. Thanks for pointing that out.
That's an important distinction.
So we did a little bit of a bio on him, Kelly. It was a look at the inspiration for this film, Scream, his first film that got picked up, that was written about his time. I think it was when he was in college in Gainesville or close by when the Gainesville Ripper was active, and that was what inspired his first screenplay. Go look at that. I think it might be behind the paywall. If not, we're just going to put it on the main feed because it's a fun time. But I covered the story of the Gainesville Ripper and how it inspired Kevin. But the first thing he wrote was actually a script that ended up being made in 1999, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which I've never seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Katie Holmes?
Seems like something I should have seen, right? Because it's
I feel like I saw that on a date.
I mean, it sounds like
that title.
Yeah, it stands out as a title, Mrs. Tingle. Yeah, but I don't know. He went to UCLA screenwriting class. That's when he wrote his first script, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, but it didn't get made. And Scary Movie was the original title for Scream. And now, I don't know, you guys saw the trailer for the new Scary Movie at the... Kelly doesn't want to go see it. I'm thrilled. I'm like full blown.
I just have never. I know that this is an unpopular opinion. I just don't think they're that funny.
I've never seen one.
That was my first interaction with Scream, was seeing Scary Movie.
The parody.
Okay.
Huh?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, Ramsey? No, I was just gonna say I don't know. I think it's okay to enjoy those in a vacuum, right? Back in the day, I think that they're fairly offensive. I don't know how well it plays today.
I can't imagine it holding up. The main thing I remember is Sherry O'Terry doing a parody of the Blair Witch Project with just things coming out of her nose instead of tears.
See, Kelly loves Sherry O'Terry. Yeah, she's a big Terry head.
I mean, she's fine. I like her. I don't know that I'm a big Terry head.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard
it's a weird thing to call somebody.
Well, that's what the fans are
random.
I think you're Sherry pilled, and I've seen you do the superstar stuff all of the time.
Yeah, I mean, that is true, but that's just because I have like 6 things that I can remember from funny things when I was a kid, and that's one of them. So
yeah, Kelly also loves Chris Kattan is one of her favorites.
I do love Chris Kattan. That's a true
Is it
story.
mostly Mango, or is it more Mr. Peepers?
Both. Yeah, I've trained my daughters to do both of those bits for me to entertain me when I'm having a bad day.
They're spinning apples in their teeth all the time.
They actually do. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. That's why you should have kids. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be a bad idea, a bad use of children. But of course, no. Kevin also created Dawson's Creek and The Vampire Diaries.
Important.
Also important, but underrated, The Following. I thought that was a fun little series with Kevin Bacon. He's like, oh, really?
I thought it was too. It was really good.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon's tracking this college professor turned cult leader, and then this cult leader has all these followers in different places who commit murders in his name.
I have a question. All of the things you just named, he wrote all of them.
Yes.
Did he direct any of them?
I have to tell you, this is his directorial debut, Kelly.
Yeah, he should
Scream
fucking stick to writing.
I believe so. I know that he wanted to direct Scream in 1995. He really wanted to. He even did a screen test of it. Let me think. I can't remember who was in it. It was he did a screen test for Bob Weinstein of the Weinstein. I guess the less bad Weinstein.
You can still be pretty awful though, and be the less bad one. I don't know.
To rank
That's true. Yeah, that's true. A lot of wiggle room there. But no, it was Selma Blair and Rose McGowan doing like a bathroom scene, and he wanted to direct, and then they said no, you can't. And Wes Craven directed in 1995. And we got a wonderful film, probably arguably one of the best films in the slasher genre and potentially of all horror. But
okay, he did direct Teaching Mrs. Tingle. That's the only other thing.
Oh, thank you for pointing that. Oh, it does say
Crazy.
right here in my notes.
I was just looking it up too. Thanks for correcting him before I could. That's really nice, Heather, because he gets mad when I correct him. But since you did it, now we're totally in the clear.
Shut up. Insane.
I trusted you, Byron. I didn't look it up.
Well, I lie to you all the time, Ramsey. So it's
I just was looking it up because that's so hard to believe for me because I feel like his name is so known that I just would have assumed they would be like, oh, throw him a directing thing here.
Well, maybe there's a good, probably a reason why they haven't. I mean,
now we know.
Yeah. Did you guys have to watch like the behind the scenes stuff up front and or the music video?
Yeah, we should say Kelly and I went to the fan event.
No. That is not what happened.
No,
Byron
that's why
made me go to the fan event. And Byron shows up after the fucking movie starts. And so he misses this horrific music video that was like Evanescence 2.0. Oof. And
you guys would know this. It featured someone from Ice Nine Kills and then one of the actors in the film. Yeah, doing like a little collaboration.
Painful. The first thing I did when I got home that night from the theater, I woke my husband up and I turned on the TV and I said, "You're watching this music video because I had to watch it. So you're going to watch it right now."
So Sam had to take off his CPAP mask to watch
and had to watch it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the song is the song that was from the music video in the movie? Because there was a song that played that I was like, they are featuring this song way too prominently for such a bad song. I'm curious if it was that song now.
I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm not sure. Literally, if the song when they were playing it in the movie sounded like it might be Evanescence, then yes.
It's called Twisting the Knife, featuring McKenna Grace.
Oh, I remember
and
this
I
being
like McKenna
played
Grace.
in the movie. Yeah,
I like her. It was so bad. It's just bad.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
So they did that, and they also did like a behind the scenes where they showed Kevin directing, and they showed Neve Campbell not convincingly at all talking about how she was excited that he was directing this one.
All right, now let me explain that a little bit. Okay, we got to back up to let's back up to the radio silence era because Scream 1, 2, 3, that's like the original trilogy. I hate Scream 3. It was my personal least favorite until tonight. It's fine.
It was okay. So your ranking goes worst to best, 7 then 3.
Worst.
I know.
7 and then 3. Yeah. Sorry.
I know. Heather,
okay. Wait.
I know.
What?
Do you want me to run through?
Are we forgetting Scream 4?
Scream 4 was. Listen, Scream 4.
He loves it.
I don't love it.
He loves it.
This is crazy. Okay.
No,
okay.
Scream 4 was interesting because, I mean, a lot of reasons. It was like the first to do the cold open again in like a good way. 2, it's got Rory Culkin, one of the best Culkins.
I do love Rory Culkin.
One of the best Culkins.
We
have to rank them.
Hey, Ramsey, I have a podcast idea that I want to pitch to you.
It's called just ranking the Culkins.
It's called the Cultcast. It is the only Culkin podcast. I was going to do it, and then Succession happened, and I was like, oh, man, like it's too much.
Too hot.
Yeah, the property.
Okay, can we talk about Macaulay Culkin in Fallout? Because he's amazing.
See, I don't watch that show.
We will get to it on the show, on the Cultcast.
It's really good.
On the Cultcast, yeah.
Perfect.
I can't wait. We're merging networks right now. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be incredible.
One of them walking down the street. Which one was it? The one from
for
Succession.
The show.
Oh, so what is that one? That's
Kieran?
That's Kieran.
I saw Kieran walking down the street, and I got so excited, I literally started crying.
Oh my God.
I would have too.
That's one of Kelly's favorites.
It was startling. It was just startling, and he just walked past me. It was a very good day for me.
Yeah,
that's amazing. See, that's why I can't live in New York or LA though, because I would accost people constantly. I'd be like,
Kelly loves celebrity.
I would mean to, but I can't be trusted.
You have a bad regulator. You don't hold in your excitement even a little bit.
No
Scream 4 is
face.
fine.
None at all.
All right, so the worst is Scream 3. That's because, I mean, a couple of reasons is I like, one of my favorite characters of all time in horror is Dewey, Deputy Dewey, played by...
Understandable.
Of course, what's his name? Oh, David Arquette. Yeah. He, in Scream 3, abandons every little bit of charm that made me like Deputy Dewey.
Is that Dark Dewey?
Dark Dewey. Thank you for saying that. I did coin the term Dark Dewey.
Yeah, okay.
So 3 was the worst. But then 4 was good, like we mentioned. We talked about that. And then the radio silence era began for Scream 5 and Scream 6, which came out in 2022 and 2023. Radio silence is a directorial team, primarily Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette. I love these guys. They got their start with the last segment of the first VHS film, maybe the first or second. Either way, they're very known for these segments in horror anthologies, for VHS Southbound. Then they had their directorial debut with the film Devil's Due. That's the found footage film where the little baby pushes up the belly. It's like a demon baby. I don't know if you've
Byron
ever
tried
seen
to
it.
make me watch it when I was pregnant.
I didn't. We did watch it. I think we did watch it while you were pregnant. But
you
I think
successfully
I
tried.
protested, but
I think you were there. And then one of their most popular breakouts was the film Ready or Not, starring Samara Weaving. And
I'm
then
so excited for
Coming
the
soon.
new one.
it's going to be good. I agree. Last year or 2 years ago, they put out Abigail, which I enjoyed. It was a lot of the same kind of tone, but I think people overlooked it quite a bit. All that to say, I love radio silence. And to bring in your show a little bit, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin, he used to be in a band called Link 80. Did you know that? Do you know that band? They're like a ska punk band from the 90s.
I'm out.
They were on,
I hate ska.
that's fine. But they were on Asian Man Records.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. So Matt, along with being in that band, being on the label, he was also he was a cinematographer. He did music videos. He did the first music video for Alkaline Trio. He
put it on the list, Ramsey. We just recorded before this a cinematic music videos episode. Put it on the list.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, he did a handful of different projects. He also interviewed a ton of those era folks. So I like Matt. I think he does cool stuff. What a right. He was also roommates with the Lonely Island guys.
Shut the fuck up. Okay,
yeah,
now
Yorma,
we're really crossing into all of our interests here.
Yeah. Yorma, Akiva, and what's his name? Andy. Yes, that
I
guy.
also saw Yorma the other day in an elevator when I was leaving 28 years later, Bone Temple.
How's he doing? He broke his back like a couple months ago.
He seemed great.
Was he? Oh, okay. So
he was walking normal. He was walking normal.
In my head, he's got popsicle stick legs. Is that?
I mean, they might. He was in sweatpants. Yeah. I couldn't see his legs.
Okay, well, good. I'm thinking about him. Happy he's doing well if he is. But so I loved those films. I thought that was the perfect and that was the requel era too. Like it was not a not a reboot, not a sequel. Yeah. It was the requel, and they did a great job with it. And Ramsey, I guess we haven't pointed out that you've only seen the first film and this film, right?
That is correct. This was
pretty so don't spoil shit for him.
No, I'm not walking through plot points. Just so you know, every Scream movie is exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter.
No, that's not true. All of them were better than the one that you watched most recently.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. So, go, Ramsey. What were you going to say?
So, tell me if I'm jumping too far ahead. But there was a piece of Scream, to my mind, that was not present in Scream 7.
Several. Go on.
The meta commentary on horror movies seems like a crucial piece.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. It's a touchstone. I agree. It's a really important component.
I didn't even consider that. There was so much else going on in this movie that I was like,
this just felt like a stab movie to me.
That's wild. Okay.
I agree.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's a perfect way to frame it. That's brilliant.
I do have to bring up October 7th really quick. October 7th, 2023, the Hamas attack on Israel.
Yes.
So
okay,
Kelly's reaction there.
I know where you're going.
Thank you.
I actually do too.
Yeah, Melissa Barrera in the Scream 5 and Scream 6 films played Sam Carpenter, and who could forget Jenna Ortega as her sister, Tara Carpenter. They were both supposed to be in Scream 7. There's a full script written for it. The production was going to move forward, especially, I think, with Radio Silence again for their third installment here. But unfortunately, after October 7th, Melissa was expressing support for Palestinians, and it's bizarre that this happened at this time, but I think Spyglass was the ones in charge of this property at the time. They said that her posts were anti-Semitic, and they fired her in November of 2023. So fucking awful that happened. And it's bizarre because, like, I think that media and entertainment was in such an interesting place at that point that any sort of pushback or support of the Palestinian people at that point was seen as anti-Semitic and unacceptable. And it's bizarre to see where we are now a couple years later, and it's super offensive, and it's just a huge bummer that her role was removed. And I am glad and super proud of the folks who followed her, like the Radio Silence guys. Jenna Ortega left as well. And then, of course, we've got, I think Radio Silence left first. And then Christopher Landon got brought onto the project. Do you know who that is? Mm-mm. We covered a couple of his films. Freaky, I think it's... Freaky, of course, is the Vince Vaughn slasher film. It's the body swap parent trap. I
kind of liked that one.
He's known for kind of these... absurd kind of 80s inspired I'm trying to think of the other one that he did off the top of my head. Freaky Happy Death Day.
Oh yeah, that was they're kind of sneaky good. Like, it seems like it should be bad, but then I had a good time watching that movie.
Yeah,
totally. 100%.
I agree. I waited a really long time to watch Happy Death Day because I was like, oh, this just looks shitty. Yeah. And then one day I was bored and watched it and it was actually good.
And I mean, you should maybe consider watching that film he did last year called Drop, the one about the woman who goes on a first date, and while she's out, people kidnap her kids and say that she has to kill her date without him knowing. Yeah. It's very silly, but like it's the same kind of tone though, right? Like this absurd story with like really like high tension and like kind of slick. Yeah, he does really great. And it would have worked for Scream. I think it would have, but after the firing of Melissa and then Jenna Ortega left, Christopher Landon was like, I wanted to do that movie. I didn't sign on for a Scream movie. I signed on for that movie.
Okay, guys, I have a question because, no offense, Ramsey, you may know too, but it seems like Heather and Byron are maybe slightly more geeked out on the horror news. Is there any chance of us getting a return of those two stars?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Like, have there been any further discussions, Radio Silence discussing anything? Is there any chance of it like moving back in that direction? Or are we just totally screwed now?
I do know Scream 8 is already in production.
Yeah.
Okay. Williamson?
I don't know anything else though.
Oh man. Like I know, and we'll get into it more in detail, but from the writing, the dismissive quips that I noted in this film, I think there's a lot of bitterness still within this film, specifically about the Radio Silence era, which I feel like Kevin wrote in and specifically pushed moments where it's like, I don't know the quotes off the top of my head specifically, but there was like some moments like, oh, well, we did some crazy stuff in the past or whatever, like kind of saying, like retconning what happened in the other movies. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but it is kind of interesting that there's that kind of internal push between the current trajectory and then what we had in the requel era. So I don't know. I miss Jenna. Jenna did great. She said that it was due to scheduling conflicts with season 2 of Wednesday, but I think it was mostly because the Melissa stuff, I have a quote here, the Melissa stuff was happening and it was all kind of falling apart. So I don't know if that's in a strong enough defense of Melissa as I would prefer, but
she could have done better, but
yeah. So March of 2024, though, Neve Campbell is confirmed to return to the franchise. I think she was in the last requel, though, briefly. Remember, she was pushing a baby stroller and said, "Hey, I don't want to have anything to do with this," right? I think
5?
I think it was 5 or 6, but
okay, 5 wasn't 5 though, right? 5 was just Scream.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the one.
Because that's confusing.
Because I think it was only 6 that she wasn't in at all, right?
I think when they were in New York, and that's what Kevin was dismissive of. I think Sid was like, all that crazy stuff that happened in New York or something. Like,
I should have been there for you in New York.
Oops, I pushed play on that music video on accident. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Yeah, and I thought that was kind of, it was just kind of low and really.
Yeah.
I think Kevin thinks that people have a higher. I think that he thinks he has more value in the franchise than he truly does, which is, I don't know. Like, he created something wonderful. Like, Scream as a concept and the execution is great. Like, but I don't know if if maintaining your role in that, like, if today it matters, right? Like,
well, and along those lines, Heather, I'd love to know where you put Scream 5 and 6 in your lineup of favorites.
It's a great question. Yeah.
I would put them after 1, 2, 3. I think for me it goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Wrong. And then 4. So 4 is
7.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 7. Yeah.
Heather, Scream 3 has Ghostface throwing a Bowie knife upstairs, and it has a camera that follows a spinning knife that bonks someone in the head.
Oh.
I mean,
Ramsey's like, okay, I clearly need to watch this one next.
It's okay. It's fine.
Can we
Jenna?
talk about? Yeah, I do.
Okay,
but I do want to talk about the kills in Scream 7.
Okay,
These are crazy.
Yeah, let's move forward. So they rebuild the movie. Kevin is going to write and direct. Apparently, what was it? There's after Christopher left, the studio reached out to him and it's like, "Do you just want to direct it?" And he's like, "I guess I'll direct it." So Kevin picks up the helm here. They call this the resetting, and they want to bring the franchise back to Craven's original vision. So,
there's still time.
Question that.
Yeah, interesting. Skeet Ulrich was supposed to return as part of this, supposedly, and he confirmed that he was no longer part of it last December. And
didn't he already return as a hologram, a ghost?
Yeah, he returned as a ghost. Okay, now that I say that out loud, I think Scream 6 actually might start dropping down on my list. He did return as a ghost. Fuck. All right. Yeah, let's get this started. We've got. Do you want to start the cold open here? This might be the worst Scream cold open in.
The cold open was the best part of the movie.
All right. This has been the podcast. I have outro music. I do have outro music.
Heather, I agree with you because it was the only part that kind of, sort of, still felt like a Scream movie.
Scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm totally with you.
You know what? I think it's because of how I was, and Kelly, first of all, Kelly brought a full Jimmy John sandwich to the movie.
Incredible.
I have not eaten all day. Okay. And it was not one of the dine-in theaters.
She started eating it with the overhead lights still on during the trailer. Like,
okay, yeah, because I knew you were going to yell at me if I was eating it when the movie started.
No, I want you eating it in the cover of darkness. I don't want you just
hide your shame.
Byron, it's really hard to keep up with what degree of my personality you're most ashamed by. And so I was just doing my best guess. I don't know.
The problem
I'm
is
sorry.
It's a balancing act because I hate it all. It's all bad.
I know.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wait, my main theater is Alamo Draft House, so I'm eating all the time at the movies. What's your issue here?
Well, it's different because you're ordering food there, right?
Yeah.
They don't
I would have ordered it
Jimmy John's.
I wish.
No, I just brought it in with me because, and I bought popcorn.
You did buy popcorn.
But they didn't have food.
Yeah.
Well, popcorn is food, technically.
Ramsey's been with me many times when I eat popcorn for dinner and immediately get a tummy ache. So
I like popcorn dinner. Yeah. But you've brought entire hot and ready pizzas in Ziploc bags.
No, not hot and ready. Pizza Hut. But
Pizza Hut. Okay, well, so we do have a cold open. We're back in quote unquote Woodsboro, back in Stu's house, quote unquote, the Mocker house. This is where is this, by the way? Kelly and I couldn't quite figure this out. Was this in the location of the original Mocker house, or is this a full replica?
It was like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
was Stu in the middle of nowhere?
Like a little bit, but I feel like there were neighbors in some capacity. I don't think because that house looked like it was nothing around it.
Yeah.
Like it's out like an attraction out in the middle of like outside of LA or like even up north or something. Yeah. It was very strange. But it's basically this reproduction of the Stu Mocker house with all these kind of gimmicky things inside because, of course, in this world, Sidney Prescott and, the murders, the Prescott, what did they call it? Woodsboro murders, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's funny because they're trying to comment on like the popularity of true crime, but I still feel like they missed the mark here in how they're advertising it. Like the angle that they're showing the obsession with true crime just didn't come through the same way it did with the Radio Silence requels. Really, like those guys, especially Randy. Randy Ramsey. He was the guy who knew everything about horror films.
Yeah.
His kids in the Radio Silence movies were like that character. They had this kind of a deep understanding of both true crime and horror films.
I see.
Yeah,
but they are in this movie.
They are, which is bizarre because it felt like a crossover of like, you remember the old original cartoon Ghostbusters and then like the other Ghostbusters, like the ones that had like the gorilla and then there's the ones with Slimer. It would be like if they came into
You're talking
the
to me,
movie.
yeah.
Thank you. Looking right at you, Ramsey.
I was like, that one's over me, but no. That's great. I'm glad you and Ramsey can bond over that.
It felt like two worlds coming together that just didn't
do agree
quite
with
fit.
that. Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
There was a guy in my theater.
Please go, Ramsey.
Who was answering all the trivia out loud that the fake Ghostface was asking on the phone?
Yeah.
It was
That's
annoying.
insufferable.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Really not okay. That's not okay.
I mean, we had some fun people, but this house though. I'm getting hung up here. It's basically a replica where it's an Airbnb where folks can come and experience the world of the Woodsboro murders. And Heather, why is this your favorite part of the movie?
Well, because it's to Kelly's point, it actually still felt like a Scream movie. It's the worst cold open in a Scream movie. I agree with that.
Yes.
But I still think it's the best part of this Scream movie.
Yes.
Like if that makes sense. It hit the tone correctly. It was a little sillier than some of the others, of course, I would say, but I didn't love it in the moment. I just didn't know how good I had it until I was later in the movie was the problem.
See, at this point, I was trying really hard to enjoy this. I was trying to not be terribly influenced by like what my gut was saying, what my eyes were
didn't go in as a hater either. I didn't go in as a hater. I was like ready to enjoy it. And I went, you guys went opening night as well, right?
Yeah, we did the fan events. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it Saturday afternoon.
What time was it? It was 5 and it was on a Thursday. Yeah, it was bizarre. Who was the guy in the cold open though? Because he looked very familiar.
He did look familiar to me.
Yeah, let's see.
But I didn't look up who he was because I didn't care enough.
Oh no! What did you look up, Kelly?
Whether or not Jenna Ortega was attached to Scream 8.
I know how much you love Jenna. You're a big. I haven't seen a thing of Wednesday.
Well, okay, so what? That's weird.
Sorry.
That's weird of you. So I did discover though, because again, having kids sometimes just alerts you to things. So the actress who played Tatum, Isabel May, was in like some Disney show that my daughters really like. Alexis and Katie or something like that. Anyhow, I knew I recognized her from somewhere, and that was where I recognized her from. She was not great, but again, I don't think she was like the worst part of the movie. She was not terrible.
I agree.
Well, I agree as well. Let's enter Pine Grove, and we find Sidney Prescott. It's Pine Grove, Indiana. I didn't quite know that. She is married to Joel McHale, the actor, which is really strange. No, his name is Mark Evans, and he's a police officer. And Heather, looking back at the Scream 5 and 6, did we even know that Sidney was married?
I mean, did we know she had kids? I feel like
she had a stroller.
That.
She was pushing a stroller.
Right. They introduced other kids that were at the parents' house at one point, so I assume we knew about those kids.
There were three kids. There were three kids. Two of them, we don't know why, were not present.
Yeah,
they were at Grandma and Grandpa's house in Denver.
They weren't driving the plot.
No, we got to get rid of them.
Weird, but like, why even include them then? Like, why are there more kids?
Agreed.
Well, maybe it's
for Scream 8. I don't know.
Yeah, we got
a good point.
We got to train more children to defend themselves. No, maybe it's because they were doing that massive remodel that goes completely unmentioned on that big house that they have. You know.
Also,
what was it? It just looked like they were building a 7-car garage. What were they building?
Classic garage remodel.
I don't know. And also, how were they building it? Because it felt kind of like, all those jokes are in the Home Alone house and like what Kevin's parents would have had to do to afford the Home Alone house. That's what I felt about this house. I'm like, wait a second. He's a cop and she owns a coffee shop that apparently she gets excited about when it isn't busy.
That was that's where we're at. Is we're at Pine
and they
Grove,
have
Indiana.
like a giant house that they're doing like a well into 6-figure remodel on.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but
what was the name of the coffee shop? Anyone?
Ooh, it was something. It was a pun, wasn't it?
Probably, but it was basically like mug of Joe or something.
Yeah, it was like a soccer mom pun. It was not like a fun horror pun.
What was that, sure. Ramsey? That was close.
Latte Love. I feel like Latte was in it.
I think so. You're right.
I know on the outside of the sign, like on the windows, I pointed out to Kelly, I was like, it says like drip coffee. It's just like lists.
They have drip coffee here.
Byron, I think it's important. We may as well bring this up now because this is the point in the movie where I started to say, I've been saying this for a while and Byron normally gets annoyed with me. And for the first time, Byron goes, you might actually be right. It felt like weird, like uncanny valley AI responses for everything. Like the set design, like the way that things were put together, the dialogue just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like the way people don't talk that way to each other, and not in like this is cheesy dialogue, but just like non sequiturs, like totally illogical. And those signs on the coffee shop were kind of like the first tip off. Like, coffee beans, drip coffee.
That's what it was. It was coffee beans and drip coffee. And I was like, what the fuck?
It's like, what Claude would think you needed to put on signs on a coffee shop. Well, not that like a human would.
The line that you pointed out when Sid comes in and goes, how was it today? I hope it wasn't too busy. And they're like, nope, it wasn't, or something like that.
And she goes, good.
Good.
Yeah,
like, wait a second.
But this is your
Just
shop.
The AM
it
rush.
needs to be busy. You need to make money.
Yeah, but things like that happen like kind of throughout the film, and it would be interesting because that is really the theme of the film is AI and deep fakes, right? Which I don't I don't think they hit it as hard as they should have, right?
Agreed.
Like it's fully present. It's just never discussed, and there's no real like there's no moral to it. There's no resolution. There's no real driving plot to this film beyond like, hey, Ghostface is back. We're going to go through all the same shit again. And I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough.
Ramsey, I have a question. So when you watched the first Scream, how long ago was that?
6 years ago.
Yeah, okay. It was like before COVID when I made you watch it for Movie Club, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can recall best as you can, all right?
Sure.
What your thought process was about like, oh, I think this is who it is. This is who it is. This is who it is throughout the movie versus what your brain was doing in Scream 7, trying to guess who it was. Can you compare those two experiences?
Yes. So in Scream 1, it was definitely, I was falling for all the red herrings, but there was a logic to them. When it was ultimately revealed, I don't remember feeling cheated or anything like that. I will say with this one, I got really hung up on one part of the AI element, and that is that nobody was reacting to the fact that they've aged up all of the AI models. If it is AI, it is a perfect version of what this character would look like 20 years later. And
should we spoil it? Like, should we say who? I think we probably should, because it's probably it warmed me a bit to see this. Stu Macher's back. Stu's been on a press tour anyway. We know that Matthew Lillard is in this film.
Is this his first time back?
Yes.
First time back, yeah. And I got to tell you, he is the nicest man on the planet. I've never met a nicer guy. At South by Southwest, he directed a film called Fat Kid Rules the World. And I was at the premiere of it. It wasn't like a packed theater. And afterwards, he passed out all these 7-inch records of the soundtrack. And I went up to have him sign mine, and he goes, "Oh my God, how sick is this?" and hit me in the chest. And I was like, this is the nicest, coolest guy on the planet.
Love that.
That's so cool.
Once he was in Twin Peaks, he was in my Forever Good Guy Club.
Sure. Yeah.
SLC Punk did it for me.
I mean, I can't name a misstep in the career of Matthew Lillard, really. Like,
except for maybe Scream 7.
Well, yeah, but I think what he brought to the table, though, was good. Like, I think his performances were really good. I mean, the concept around his character is not good, but I think and I truly think Nev really, like, even in her delivery of the lines that she was given, I think she did a good job. I just don't think the story was good. Like, I think she played Sid.
I don't hate the AI element of it, because like that does feel like something like people would be trying to fuck with her all the time, you know? And like, I don't hate that. I just feel like it was so poorly done, like executed.
So poorly done.
Yeah. It wasn't communicated. Very well. Like, I don't know.
Well, like, if there had been more build up to people fucking with her all the time, because that would absolutely be happening. Like, clearly the neighbor kid wants to, you know what I mean? Like, it just, there was just no reasoning behind it to give us any stake in the game.
Totally.
Yeah. And for me, like in the first one, it was really interesting. Like, oh, I think this might be who it is. This might be who it is, because the characters were like left you wondering. Like, there were different elements of their personalities that were like maybe slightly inconsistent with the good guy, or slightly inconsistent with being the bad guy. With this one, I felt like every single person on screen had equal odds of being the bad guy, because they all had absolutely nothing interesting about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
like the fun of trying to go through like, oh, I think it's this person. Oh, I think it's this person. It actually was like this totally frustrating process, because it just felt like I was playing Russian roulette. Like, it could be anybody, because they're all robots.
Well, it's also that is, I think, maybe my biggest issue with it, because also in the first Scream movie, you care when these characters die.
Totally.
There's a bloodbath in a bar, and I'm like, I don't even know who any of these characters were. You have
my God.
Simon's there to be on Scream twice, so underutilized as a weird red herring. Like, it was crazy.
My favorite part was in that bar.
The tap.
I'm throwing out the structure.
Insane.
We're just talking about these moments. No, when so a female character and a male character who had one moment where they kind of connected.
Yes.
Like maybe 10 minutes before that, where someone's like, "Hey, I don't even know what exactly happened." It was like they just like had like a moment of flirtation. The girl's laying stabbed on the floor. The guy's body gets dragged towards her, and he reaches out and holds her hand as if like they have this intimate relationship.
Deep connection.
That was the moment I started crying. Yeah.
Totally.
I think that was the moment, Kelly, where I audibly said, "What the fuck?" or something like that. Like I couldn't hold it back anymore, because. And I'm usually pretty good at keeping it. I don't like laughers in serious movies, but I lost it. I couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah, I laughed a lot. I was pretty bad.
We were having a good time. That the whole third act, we were having a blast, Kelly. We kind of gave in and ruined that couple behind us. Good time for sure. And I actually am not apologetic for that. I get to do that every once in a while. But no, I want to go back to what Ramsey said kind of at the beginning before we jumped into the discussion of the movie, the missing meta elements. Yeah. And they tried to do that by bringing in the what is the Randy's kid's last name? I can't remember, but
His
they brought
niece and nephew. I know it's Mason Gooding, but I don't know his character name. It's
Sanderson.
And those guys got stabbed so much before.
So much.
I was when Mason
also in Hard Eyes.
Meeks Martin.
The Meeks Martin kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So they come back into the bar to basically do the exact same bit that they did in Scream 5, which you gather all of the quote unquote suspects and they walk around and explain why or why not they are the killer. But they tried to do it again, but they did it worse. And they didn't even really complete their examination or Nope. And also, they made 3 pizzas for 5 people. I didn't understand. What are they doing in this bar?
I don't know.
That's another thing that an AI writing would be. It's like, why are these people eating 3 large pepperoni pizzas? It just didn't make any sense. I don't know. God, is there any other
scene where the person next to me had brought their 6-year-old and he got bored during the interrogation and just kept hitting the recliner button back and forth and back and forth for 15 minutes.
It was like
yep,
that light hum.
Awful.
Oh, that's awful.
A 6-year-old? Inappropriate movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty bad parent, but that's real bad.
It's a little gory.
It was a little.
You mean
gory.
the flying evisceration? That part was pretty. Yeah.
Was that an established musical? What was that show? Was that Peter Pan or what was that?
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about
another AI thing. What? What? I was a theater geek kid, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? Because it wasn't Peter Pan.
No, she had
that
fairy
was
wings.
not the dog from Peter Pan. That was some weird. It was we can't get the rights to do Peter Pan, so we're going to do some weird hybrid, not musical Peter Pan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
With
a fairy.
Yeah, what kind of play has a large mascot dog as well as a basically a flying fairy? And what school has?
It wasn't Tinkerbell. It was very distinctly not Tinkerbell.
Yeah. What school has that budget for their theater department?
Or that insurance policy to do that?
Yes.
There's just no way. There's no way.
Oh, and they got your guy Jonah as the drama teacher, and he did his dang best. I love him.
That was my favorite scene.
He did. He is the best.
Where's the energy for Scruffy? That's
Scruffy. Thank you.
Iconic.
Yeah. So we're walking this line of Scary Movie and Scream, though, right? There's moments like that are so intentionally funny, but I don't know. It's just too random. Do you think Kevin in his script was we're going to make just a play? They have this massive dressing room full of costumes and there's 6 people working on this play for some reason. It felt like a COVID film that was not shot during COVID though. There's no reason that this production, this run through of this would have 2 characters, a sound guy, a lighting guy, and the director and then the boyfriend of the person, of course, right? That always happens. I don't know. It's just weird. Everything felt off. But I did like to see... What's that, Ramsey?
Oh, just due to the number of murders that have happened in this town, that the Indiana State Legislature has paid reparations to the actual town, and that's why everyone can afford this lavish lifestyle.
That's interesting. Yeah, no one ever considered the legal fallout from this, right?
Super smart. Super smart.
There was some sort of radiation leak that has created these murderers, and therefore the state is secretly trying to brush it under the carpet.
And that's what funds the drama department. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The whole neighborhood that Sid lived in was pretty nice. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice neighborhood.
I was really feeling the exteriors of their house during those final sequences. It was like a cult. It was like a boulevard almost. It had a big grassy. It was great. I want to live there.
Backyard.
Yeah. I think the whole. It just. I don't know. Now I'm thinking, Ramsey.
You're moving to Indiana?
Give me Screaming.
I don't know if I'm moving to Indiana.
I've been Indiana.
There. I went to the only time I've been to Indiana. I've been there twice. Once was a set visit for the film Haunt, and then the other time was when I won $60 playing War on a riverboat casino in Indiana. So, Speaking of casinos, though, I do want to say huge shout out to Ethan Embry. Really good to see Ethan Embry in this.
I love him, but I did not like.
Ramsey, you're looking like you don't know who Ethan Embry is.
I was gonna covertly open a tab real quick.
Empire Records.
Empire Records. Can't Hardly Wait. Most importantly, Nick Papagiorgio from Yuma in the National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. He plays Rusty Griswold.
Okay.
In his later age, he was in The Devil's Candy, which is a great little indie horror film. He's done a lot of stuff recently. But what were you going to say, Heather, about his appearance?
He looks very different. He looks a lot more like Pauly Shore now that he's bald.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about that.
I felt like that was a little bit like of a casting spoiler for me, though, because I was like, this is too big of a. I mean, too big of is maybe relative here, but like it felt like too big of a name for the role that he was in. You know what I mean? So I was like, he's coming back. He's coming back.
That's a good point. I hadn't considered that. I did like. I mean, I think it's because we had a great conversation. I think he shot a film in Missoula, and I interviewed him around The Devil's Candy. It might have been for a different film, but I love him a lot. He's a really good guy. But you're right. He was a big name. I don't know if he is the same though, right?
Yeah. But granted, they're targeting our age group for this movie, to be clear, who he is a star for.
Yeah. Except for Ramsey. Sorry, Ramsey.
Yeah.
I pulled up a picture of him, and now I know who we're talking about.
Of course.
Ethan. Nice. Okay.
Wait, Kelly, I think Ramsey's wife picked Empire Records for our movie club, so that's on him.
I've seen Empire Records.
Yeah.
What's your movie club? What's this
about?
Well,
we used to have a movie club where we would just pick movies that we thought were iconic that the other people in our friend group hadn't seen. It was called Iconic Movie Club. That was all.
And you're not making content out of this, huh?
No. That's just for the love of the game.
What, you guys like having fun? This sucks. Okay.
Byron, we should do that because there's so many good movies you haven't seen.
Well, I'm starting.
Do you guys know he hasn't seen Goonies?
The fuck?
I have also not seen Goonies.
The fuck?
See, this is funny. I'm announcing this now. My other podcast, Louder Than Crowder, I realized that there are certain films that are attached uncomfortably to like Manosphere adjacent people. You know, films like Fight Club or anything with Steven Seagal.
Oh, really?
Or I don't know.
Fight
even
Club
like
is for real?
They don't
Chuck
see
Palahniuk is like the least toxic male alive. Like, I don't understand how.
Kelly's unfortunately been in a bubble around all things extremism for a bit. So, Fight Club is a brutally problematic film these days. Unfortunately, it is. I mean, I agree with you. The roots of it are definitely not as.
Chuck Palahniuk's just a hero. That's really too bad.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Chuck to have big, strong opinions about it. But I'm starting a film watching thing for our Patreon called, I think tentatively it's called Dick Flicks, which is, I don't know if we have the name lined up. Kind of like Chick Flicks, but for guys. It's a podcast about movies that bad guys like, I think is what it's going to be. So,
are you trying to reclaim them or just understand them?
Just understand them. I mean, I added unfortunately Ace Ventura to the watch list because we have to kind of readdress the trans elements of it and how they approach that. But like, I think it started with me trying to understand, like, as a kid, I didn't watch action movies. I didn't watch Steven Seagal. I didn't watch Commando or Rambo or even like propaganda films, you know, like, Death Wish. I've never seen Death Wish.
Death Wish is pretty fun. Dirty Harry.
Yeah, but now we have to kind of reapproach those films from a different place, you know. So that's gonna be fun. Kelly, you can come on that too, by the way, and you, Ramsey, as well. We're gonna watch.
I'm just gonna defend Fight Club and get canceled for defending Fight Club, so I don't know that I can.
I mean, you certainly can enjoy it. It's just, you know, it's
what you do.
There you go. I don't know. What do we got? I don't know if we need to walk through the plot. Is there any like big things, big glaring moments from this film that stood out to you that we haven't talked about quite yet?
I mean, some of the kills. I know Heather wanted to talk about some of the kills.
Okay. The kills were something that stood out for me. And this also may be me misremembering stuff, but like, I just don't like, okay, yes, there literally isn't a whole intestines thing in Scream 1 as well, but like,
but not this way.
So much more gory to me.
It felt like Terrifier almost. Like
I'm like, get back to basics. More knives. You know, like I don't know. I didn't love that element of it.
On a
beer tap.
Okay, let's talk about the beer tap. Yeah.
That was insane.
Kelly, I said it out loud. I said beer's coming out that mouth. Remember when I said that?
You said beer's coming out.
I said beer's coming out that mouth, and then sure enough,
where is the spigot?
Out that mouth. Yeah,
I mean, he pushed the entire spigot through the back of his head,
and then the beer comes out that mouth.
I did not
like those moments didn't hit for me because the movie wasn't absurd enough for that to be like funny. It's
just a tonal mismatch.
Weird.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. And to be fair, I don't generally like that kind of horror either, where it's like pause for the crazy kill. That's not really my thing, anyways. So it just like was never going to hit for me.
Yeah. But I mean, the tricky thing is like, why? Like, that's the big question. Is like, I think none of the horror in the Scream franchise has ever really been like that.
No.
But Kevin's bringing it back to its roots. I don't think so. Like, it was all absurd. It was almost like again, like it's Terrifier level gore for gore's sake. And I don't know. I think they've been ramping it up. Like we mentioned, that character from Scream 6 got stabbed in the side like 1 million times and survived. Remember? Is it Mason? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah. Or
it's his real name, but yes.
That's his real name.
Actor's name.
Let's talk about Joel McHale for a minute as well.
Yeah.
That guy got stabbed a bunch, right?
Yeah. That guy got killed.
He definitely got killed.
That man's dead.
Yeah.
Stabbed and suffocated.
That's true. Good point. I didn't even consider that they did cover his head with plastic.
Because that construction project was exclusively plastic. So,
Correct.
you know, had plenty on hand.
They didn't make much forward movement on the project. But
no.
Do we want to talk about Joel he was a distraction. I didn't really like his character. It didn't make sense that he had been married to Sid for 15 years.
I just assumed he had been in prior movies the way they were handling him.
Isn't that crazy?
Never. No, he was brand new.
Wow.
And like all of the conversations that they had with him and all of the conversations she had with her daughter were like this was the first time they had ever actually hung out together.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But it's like either let him be funny or actually make us care about this character, but they did neither.
Yes.
Like have him be comic relief because we know Joel McHale can be funny. But even like people are dying left and right in this movie, and there's just like no relationship between these people for us to give a shit that they're just like dead.
None.
Like this is the husband and father of the two leads, and we're like, I didn't care when he died.
Well, and for half the
also
movie,
he didn't die.
I was gonna say he didn't die.
The movie, we're like, oh, he's dead, and they don't know he's dead, and you're like expecting maybe something to come about because of that. But no, then nothing because he wasn't actually dead. He was just injured, but laying there for 6 hours while they were running around and doing all. It was. Well, I feel really bad.
One of the odd moments that we did see kind of like the connection that Sid has with her husband is when there's that home invasion of Ghostface, and they I think they loosely trained the daughter, Tatum, to like duck. And then I think, did Sid pull a rug under his legs or something? Like, was it like, I can't remember how she got him off balance, but I think it
was a fun choreography they had figured out prior.
I think Joel tackled him.
Yeah, but I felt like maybe that was it. In my head, it's like a cartoon where like Sid pulls a long runner rug and he like slips up and like falls, and then someone does a cartwheel towards Ghostface, disarms him with the knife, but like that was kind of, they had this almost like Laurie Strode in the Halloween remakes, right? Like this I've been training for revenge kind of character, but they didn't even go all in on that really, right? Like I don't think Sid was to that degree as defensive as, Laurie Strode, which I didn't like her character in the Scream reboots either, though. Did I have a nickname for her in those, Kelly? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't know, but I didn't like.
I think I called her Prepper Laurie, I think is what I called her. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So Sid didn't have that same kind of energy. They didn't lean in any direction really with her character.
She also, let's be honest, was really shitty at protecting her daughter. One of my other pet peeves, when her daughter's like cornered, she's like, gun in the office. Doesn't say where in the office it is. Just in the office. Like literally, you're being attacked. You're on the verge of being killed. Yeah. I'm going to tell you a whole room that this gun could be in, and then I'm going to let you kind of try and guess. It's like an escape room. See if you can figure out where it is.
It was like an escape room, though. She wasn't. She was like in the code.
And then figure out where to shoot through the wall.
Right.
I love it.
Everything about it. Everything. Well, I mean, do you guys think I'm crazy for saying it was AI writing a good portion of this? Like, does that sound crazy to you?
No.
It seems reasonable to me based on what we saw.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Kelly has attempted to use this excuse maybe half a dozen times at this point, and I will tell you right now.
She finally got you with this one.
I think she did.
But
I
that's
think
the meta commentary. It's all
which is maybe we'll find out, just like that fake Jim Carrey that we saw not too many days ago.
What was that?
I don't want to get into it. So Sid runs out of her house and tries to unlock the door of a car and then decides to run. I don't think she has the cardio to just run for 15 minutes towards the bar. I thought that was silly. Just a lot of nonsensical moves. I think the biggest, most glaring thing that I'd like to point out before we wrap up is that we have not talked about the main character of this film at all. Tatum, the daughter of Sidney Prescott.
Yeah, we talked about her a little. We did talk about her a little.
Kinda, not really though. Like,
we talked about the actress, and Heather and I agreed she wasn't that bad.
I thought she was fine.
Well, but what did she do? She was. I guess
she was sad.
She was really sad because her mom, it turns out, actually had never spoken to her before until
didn't know her
this
even
movie
a little
opened.
bit.
It was the first scene when she popped into her daughter's bedroom with the boy there. That was like the first conversation they'd had.
Yeah, she decided to finally ask her mom a question about her past.
Yeah.
Well, even though everyone already knows, and she's like this celebrity, for some reason she grew up, she was around for like 16 years and never had thought or wanted to ask her mom about anything.
Nope.
I don't know. And Courtney Cox was there too, by the way.
Has she been
when she got out of the she's been in all of them.
Okay.
When she got out of the car after running over the ghost phase, my theater went wild.
Really?
Yes. People were cheering and clapping. They went crazy for that moment. And I was like, what the fuck? That's when I knew I was on a different journey than everyone else in the theater.
Yeah.
I like that.
It made
identifying
absolutely
that
no
moment.
sense. The timing?
No.
It was like another one of those like patently ridiculous could be from Scary Movie.
Yes.
But actually
100%.
Of all the Deus Ex Machinas, that is a big one.
I think I still have like a hangover of resentment for the Gale Weathers character from the requel era. Like, I felt like she was bringing kind of a mismatched energy when she entered into that, and it was fighting like together. And then
also, she should be dead. Also.
She should be dead. She got stabbed pretty bad in the last.
Pretty dead from the last movie.
Yeah.
And now she just has nerve damage.
She has a slight shake.
Yeah. God,
should be dead.
And then her interview with Sid, like, that's not how news stations work. That's not how they look. And she's a professional journalist who's been She's been
the
doing
amount
this
of
for
trauma
20 years.
they've been through together. She wouldn't treat someone like that.
No, they're not even. Well,
unless she was the killer. So at that point, I'm like, shit, maybe it's her.
Well, which I would have respected that.
That would have been sick. That would have been so cool. What if Sid was the killer?
There was drama with Kelly Ripa's husband too. Like, this is my
was
story.
That Kelly Ripa's husband? Was that actually?
Mark Consuelo. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's from Riverdale. That's how I know.
Riverdale. Yeah.
See, never seen that. Maybe I need to do a Riverdale.
Oh my gosh, that's why I recognized him. That's so funny.
I just thought that whole scene was bizarre. Like,
it was.
We're just gonna go live, and then they wait maybe 2.5 minutes, and like Ghostface isn't even freaking calling.
Also, I'm sorry, like half this movie is about AI, and then they're like, we're gonna go live on the local news channel, and that's somehow everyone's gonna see that. That's not how TV works. Like,
no,
but it does in AI world. AI thinks that's how TV works.
I don't know.
Go live on Instagram. Like, what are you doing?
Well, Kevin, I feel like Kevin just doesn't know what's going on. What is he, 60 at this point? I don't know.
Could we get anyone under the age of 40 on this movie? Like,
yeah. I mean, honestly,
he's 60.
So my homework, I'm going to go look this up when we're done with this, and I'm going to really try to find some nugget that gives me hope that it could swing back in the other direction for 8. Otherwise, Byron, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be really hard for me to make myself go see 8 unless
I don't know
there's
if I would
evidence
see this in the
of
theater.
like a whoosh.
Okay, no, go Ramsey. What's up?
I've been trying to not ask too many like what I missed in the middle Scream questions.
Please,
you should ask all of them.
I gotta hear that. Yeah.
Well, first I want to. This is a slight spoiler for people. I don't know why you're still listening if you haven't seen Scream 7.
They don't care.
But imagine my delight when I thought we were revealing the killer and Laurie Metcalf shows up and I have no idea why she's here.
Oh my God, right.
That was
insane
really to me.
Oh my God.
And
holy shit.
I was like, oh, okay, fine, sure. Cool. But
do you want us to tell you who she is?
Somebody's mom. I don't care.
You know her son. He's the killer in the original Scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm putting myself in Ramsey's shoes and having so much more fun. Like,
it was really fun.
Imagine
it would have been more exciting.
The model that's like a base model on this AI. It's like you could be Brad Pitt. You could be Laurie Metcalf. I just love it.
My first thought was like, she's like the lady in the chair and she's controlling the AI. Like, and we're seeing into her layer now.
Yeah. So who else was shown in that? I'm trying to think.
Scott Foley.
One of those guys.
I
didn't know.
Arquette was there, right?
Yes.
Yep. Arquette was there.
I don't remember.
Maybe it was Scott Foley who I didn't quite recognize in the moment because
it was her like lost brother.
Yeah, but there was one of those guys I was like, I don't even know who that one is.
It's because the AI aged him appropriately.
Yeah. That's great. Holy shit.
That's really funny.
Any other questions? I love this game, Ramsey.
The big one I had, is it ever addressed why Ghostface sounds the same every time?
Because he has a voice modulator.
And but of course, everybody sounds the same through that specific voice modulator.
I got to shout out, Roger Jackson has been the voice from the beginning, and that's great. He's a voice actor who looks suspiciously like the guy who plays Newman, but that's just in his IMDb picture. So he's been, I think that's actually one of his, well, no, he's got 311, hell yeah, credits, but he has been in all of the Scream films, so... Just a voice actor. He plays Ghostface in Mortal Kombat, the video game as well, which is a lot of fun. They paid him for the video game. He's Mojo Jojo in Jellystone, the TV series.
Okay,
didn't know that existed. Ramsey, you're a cartoon guy. Did you watch the modern Jellystone?
It's actually not that bad, guys.
All right, okay.
I would watch it. I would totally watch it.
Yeah. But why does it's the voice machine and the lore in the Scream stab world it's very I don't know, the character of Ghostface is very well established, you know, like everyone knows that character in that world. Yeah.
My last question, which will tie it back to our podcast a little, is the soundtrack. Did you guys like the throwbacks? Because I mean, Ramsey, I don't know that you have seen the original Scream. There are a lot of original songs from the first movie. I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts were. I didn't hate it, but it took me out of it a little, certainly. But I'm just curious what you guys thought.
Yeah, so I liked it because
go for it.
It made me feel better because there were parts that I was like, oh, I like this song, right? Like, but I would have rather they hadn't wasted them on this movie. But to me, I don't think it certainly didn't take away from whatever enjoyment I derived from the movie.
So I did an episode of your podcast last October called 90s Era Horror.
Yes.
And I brought to the table a handful. I think I brought the Gus track, which was the first song that was playing during the window sneak-in sequence where Tatum is kind of recreating the Billy Loomis, Sidney Prescott scene. And I thought that was interesting. It was an interesting choice to hear that, and I didn't quite know where we were going with it because we hadn't established that was Tatum, that was Sid's kid at this point. But then when you hear Red Right Hand, which is I think the most iconic song, tied to the Scream franchise, it wasn't earned. Like if we were leaning into like the meta aspects, like that's something that I think was uniquely not touched really with the requels, right? Like you could have been playing into this double meta, right? Like not only are we recreating what happened in the movie, we're recreating the experience of the first movie, and they didn't touch that. They just played the songs and it didn't really have much tied to it. So
with worse cinematography.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was like watching like a Lifetime original version of Scream, right? Like
they mentioned this on the big picture. They were saying it felt like a TV show. Like, and it did feel like it was shot like a TV show.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, folks.
You guys, we were all just so mean. That's like the meanest I've been about a movie in a really long time.
Well, before we go on this show, we like to do this little thing called As Above, So Below, where we give one high and one low. Oh. So, Kelly, do you want to start maybe?
Yeah, I can start. So, hi.
Hello.
I would say.
Hi, Byron. How are you?
I'm not gonna.
Where's Byron?
Hello.
Good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take Ramsey's because I think I know what Ramsey's is, and that was one of my highs too. But my high, I think, was probably Stu's cameo. I really do like Matthew Lillard, and I really like the unhinged video calls. I thought those were really fun. My low was everything minus that and maybe two more short scenes. My low was just the writing as a whole. Like the dialogue, the plot, the red herrings that weren't red herrings, the like ideas that didn't get followed through, the things that didn't make sense, just all of the writing.
Yeah.
How about you, Heather? We'll let the boys go last.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, I mean, my high was Timothy Simon, although they used him not enough. My low was like the worst reason for a ghost face killer ever in the whole series. I think. Like, I don't even remember what the reason.
I mean, there wasn't really a reason, right? Like,
exactly.
It was awfully convoluted. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my low, is just the killers.
Wait a second. Now I actually have to rewind a little bit. Let's spoil this entirely. What was the reason? Like,
because
she was obsessed with Sydney.
Her.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect lady was so inspired by
True
Sydney.
Blood Crazy Christian lady.
Okay. But they had this whole other like side red herring plot that wasn't true, where Ethan Embry was in a psych ward with Stu Macher, who claimed to have amnesia, who survived a TV crushing his head.
But he was in the insane asylum with the blonde lady.
Yeah.
So it was like a half red herring.
Yeah, it's just, that's like interesting. That's all. Like, I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's interesting.
But wanting to kill her still makes no sense. It makes no sense. It was
no, I completely agree.
The absolute stupidest reason for
and that girl
a ghost
sucked
face.
too. Like, listen, I don't want to typecast an actor in any way, but that character is just the evangelical vampire from True Blood, right? Like, I don't think she really fit in the Scream world for me.
Who was extremely fine with her son being dead.
Totally.
Really?
Didn't give a shit.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Just bizarre.
Very weird.
Okay.
Very weird.
Very weird.
Okay. Should
Ramsey?
Yeah, let's do Ramsey.
My high, is actually the escape, or no, not the escape room. The panic room scene actually worked for me.
Holy shit!
Totally forgot about
that.
Oh yeah.
That is the one moment in the movie where I was like, legitimately, oh, I hope they get out of this. Like, this is pretty creepy. They're stabbing the wall.
Yeah,
even though
I did like that
in the trailer.
Do you think it's reasonable though for Tatum, the daughter, to be like, "What is this?" She doesn't know that they have a whole room in the house.
I do.
Yeah, like if you have a panic room, your kid should know about it.
Yes.
I do think that's true. Go ahead.
No, go. I was just doing a deep breath because I forgot about that.
My low is how bad the green screen was for the cavalcade of cameos.
Yeah.
It was insanely bad. You spent money on this movie, I assume. Why is that look like that?
Yeah.
They used their entire tech budget for the writing of the movie, and so there was nothing left for like those visuals specifically.
Maybe that brings me to my low, actually. I think, Kelly, there's a point where I said if they just show Stu from a screen, like, then it's a complete disservice to Matthew Lillard as an actor if he's not like in front of the characters with everyone. But that's how it turned out. Like, he shot this in his backyard, basically, right? Like,
yeah.
And that's so sad for him. Like, because I think he's my favorite character from Scream. It was delightful to see him. And for them to bring him in on the 7th film and use him the way they did, I don't think he's hurt by it, but I am. I think it sucks.
Yeah.
My high, though, is I loved seeing Ethan Embry, Nick Papagiorgio from Yuma. Yeah. I think it was a really cool use of him. And I think that his casting was cool. I don't know. Maybe I just have a soft spot for him because I do agree with you. What turns out in this film just... man, rough landing as well. So those are our thoughts on this, I guess. Final thoughts, though, from me. I'm going to just continue talking. I think this is a travesty, and I am so angry at Kevin for this, and I am scared for the future of the franchise. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's going to get proper control over this. I really liked the direction it was going. And I hope that there's some sort of discussion about this because while I don't know if I want to go to bat for it doesn't need to keep going. Like, we could stop now.
But it made a shit ton of money, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
No, it's gonna keep going. Yeah, that's so true.
I'm crossing my fingers for like another rebirth. I could use another trilogy of solid work. Maybe
the
we'll
reviews are universally bad, right?
Oh yeah, yes. People hate this shit.
Great.
People are not enjoying this. We're not alone in that. Maybe we'll get like what they did with like Saw X was like a departure from a misstep, right? And maybe that's something that we'll see, but
I stopped watching Saw so long ago. I haven't the foggiest idea, Byron. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, I think that I always compare what Saw did to what the Fast and Furious franchise did. Like,
also don't watch those. So
well, you're missing out. Starts out good, gets bad, and then gets absurd. Ramsey, okay, yeah, it's a great franchise. It is. The place it's found itself now is significantly different from where it started, but good in a different way. Mm-hmm. So I'm just hoping that we can save this, steer this ship away, and get the film that we deserve, because I would love to have seen that initial script. Maybe Christopher Landon will come back. Maybe Radio Silence will come back. Maybe we'll get Nev to not be such a strike breaker. That would be nice, right? I remember she didn't initially want to be involved because she wasn't being offered the money that she deserved. So maybe a studio will wise up and this perfect storm will happen, the stars will align, and we'll get the film we deserve. But for all those reasons, I can't give this film, Scream 7, anything more than 3.1 medium cappuccinos. Heather, do you want to do some final thoughts? And we do this fun rating thing, so I don't want to put you on the spot, but we do like to say a score 1 out of 10 and then whatever of that. So
A metric. You get to pick your metric.
Could be a knife.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I am aligned with. Yeah, this is the worst Scream movie, which is something I love. I watch every movie that they put out, but this was not a good movie. I guess I had an okay time while I was watching it, but I was watching a bad movie. It was just like my friends were there. So yeah, can't recommend it. I will give it. Wait, it's on a 10?
10, yeah, with points if you want. You can use decimals.
I'm giving it a 3.5 beer tap to the head.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah.
3.5 ounces of head beer.
Yeah.
This movie was really bad. I'm really glad that my friend enjoyed it so much. I felt really bad because driving home from the theater, I sent him a message and was like, because he had told me he and his wife were going to go see it over the weekend. I'm like, you guys got to go see a different movie. Like, you change your plans, go see a different movie. And he's like, oh no, really? We saw the original together when we first started dating when we were 15. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But they went and saw it and they actually really enjoyed it. He said something about how he finds it entertaining to see what these franchises try to do for their seventh, and that this is pretty in line with the seventh in slasher franchises, which I trust him on because I'm not well versed on the seventh iteration of any of the slasher franchises. But I'm really glad he enjoyed it, but I still give it I'm actually going to do 2.9 Scruffy the Dogs.
Very cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We've done a lot of ranking today. I would like to rank the Scream movies. It goes Scream, and then it goes Scream 7.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. I did not enjoy this movie. I did not have fun watching it. The mom of the 6-year-old also looked at her phone several times. I forgot to mention that. That was annoying.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to give this movie 2 laborers that I think live in the garage as they are renovating it.
Yes.
Good.
And those are thoughts on Scream
Brilliant.
7, which you can avoid at most theaters at this point. I can't imagine it's going to be there much longer. But if you have seen it, I'd love to hear what you think about it. Reach out to us on social media at Frightday on Blue Sky. Send us an email, contact@frightday.com. You can have a discussion for the time being with us in the Frightday Community Center, which is discord.frightday.com, until we find an alternative to that, because the world is hell. Yeah. And that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Again, what's next for the franchise? Ramsey did point out that 8 is in the works. We'll see what happens with that. But I would love to say one more time, I just absolutely adore your podcast. If you're listening, I always have a good time trying to ruin it. And
That's my job.
Well, I don't know. I did bring CKY to the table and then rambled about horror OSTs from the 1990s. So
that was a fun
one. Who knows?
That was a great time. You brought your soundboard to that one too.
Oh, of course. I don't go anywhere without it. But yeah, you guys are great.
Thank you so much for being on.
Else?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to plug? I know I have to mention something, and this is kind of serious. We have been discussing behind our paywall a person named Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a whistleblower.
Don't talk about Zanzibar.
Sending us quite cryptic and increasingly threatening emails, and they are quite puzzling. We're talking genetic codes, word problems, general puzzles. So I'd like to say, Ramsey, they call you the puzzle boy sometimes,
they
right?
Do.
They do call me the puzzle boy.
Really? Why do they call you the puzzle boy? You like puzzles?
I started a monthly puzzle newsletter where I create a puzzle and send it out at thepuzzleboy.net. By they, I mean I called myself the puzzle boy.
You're the puzzle boy. And that's good.
I love this.
Please. Actually, tying into the soundboard, this month's puzzle is a radio audio jigsaw puzzle where you have to put the pieces back into order using the audio clues within the different pieces.
Ramsey, can you give us that URL one more time?
I would love to. It's thepuzzleboy.net. Sign up. Do it.
You better believe I'm signing up right now.
Last month was my favorite so far, but it's because it was a math one, and I like math ones.
Kelly loves math too, so this is right up her alley. Is there anything else you guys would like to plug?
No, I
Just
think
friendship.
We love friendship and podcasts.
I like Tim Robinson too, and Paul Rudd. Sorry, it's movie month over at if you're listening. Go check it out. Support them on Patreon too, because that's a good place to support our our merging networks, of course, as Ramsey and I, right? Our projects are coming together. We're going to watch it. Yeah. You guys are the best. I appreciate you coming on this show. I'm going to push this outro button, and we'll talk soon, of course. I'm brainstorming an idea of a way to make your show even worse as the bad boy returns in 2026.
Don't let him do that. You guys,
I think it's going to be.
Do that, please.
I'll come up with. You've covered a lot of great albums, but I'm going to get creative and find something that's really going to rot Ramsey from the inside out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Many have tried and succeeded, so rot away.
Many have tried and succeeded.
Oh, the rottenboy.net. That's where you go for all. All right. Well, Kelly.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for doing this, of course, everybody.
Thank you.
Next Frightday. I'm Byron.
I'm Kelly.
And that's if you're listening, and I guess Heather and Ramsey.
Yes.
Stay scared and stay what, Kelly?
Away from Scream 7?
Yeah.
You've been listening to an Audio Wool original, produced by Byron McCoy. Theme music is provided by Yawns. For more programs like this, visit audiowool.co.